A 4-year age advantage going into the fight, a height advantage. A sellout crowd in the Motor Point Arena in Cardiff, Wales for the matchup between Nathan Cleverly. 170 enters with 9 knockouts in his last 10 fights, 8 of those knockouts within. He has emerged as one of the most impressive punchers in boxing. Cleverly longer, a high-volume puncher, maybe slightly different puncher than Kovalev, but a big question here, can Cleverly hit hard enough to get Kovalev's attention and keep him off of him? Work rate in round number 1, and Kovalev is letting his hands go early. 2 left hooks by Kovalev, knocking Cleverly.
He only ever has 2 questions, the date and the weight. So confident in Kovalev and his ability right now, and for his part, agrees with Kovalev. Kovalev's the most dangerous challenge at light heavyweight, but Cleverly says at age 26, he's built up enough experience to be let off.
Roy Jones, what do you see in the early going?
So far, I don't see Cleverly doing what I would like to see him do. He's taking a lot of punches from Kovalev, more than I'm used to seeing him put out. But at the same time, I would think Cleverly would have used his height advantage and power shots early and tried to outbox the stronger puncher early. However, this may not be his plan. His plan may be to work him down, take him into deep water, and try to beat him.
That began to give him a little bit of distance and broke up Kovalev, tremendously aggressive in the early. Why not, given the confidence he's built for himself in his last several fights?
And Jim, you mentioned you think Kovalev has subtle skill that he's not given credit for in terms of his timing, steps back he takes so he doesn't take as many counters, maybe fewer than people realize. And timing, I think, has bothered Cleverly early.
Well, it has, to me. I don't understand why Cleverly is fighting this fight like he's a puncher and staying right in front of Kovalev. That's that we're not sure of.
CompuBox numbers already crediting Kovalev with landing. Cleverly's been getting off a little bit too in the last minute, but Kovalev remains the aggressor as you see Cleverly back into the corner. Body shot from Kovalev. He's been mixing it up upstairs and downstairs. That was a terrific first round. Cleverly's trainer is his father, Vince Cleverly. Kovalev got off 95 punches, landed 35 of them by CompuBox count. He begins round 2 with the right hand. Cleverly was 13 of 55. He's the round coming in. So the early initiative was definitely seized here by Sergey Kovalev.
Been past 8 rounds. And Cleverly's game plan. Let's see how he does after that.
8 rounds comes into play. Right now, he's very red around the eyes, very red around the forehead area.
Shoulder, the left shoulder.
That was punishment early.
It might not be a 9th round.
Sergey Kovalev from Don Turner's Eastern North Carolina camp in 2009. One of his first questions for Turner was, I'm not sure I punch hard enough for professional boxing. After a few days, Turner said, rest assured, young man.
And he's cut over his right eye already. I'm not sure if it's a headbutt or a punch.
The jab of Cleverly, which has been good when he's allowed his left hand to go.
Is that over the eye, Roy, or is that on?
Kovalev was the one who's landing all the leather in the first round, but he's the one who's bleeding on a cut above the right eye.
It's playing because a lot of times when a puncher sees that he can't really hurt you, it gives him a problem or it takes away from him.
Kovalev's mouthpiece drops. Trainerson puts it back in.
For a guy. Kovalev, though, Roy, does a good job getting it up to the body and getting some clean body shots in along the way. So even if you can take the shots upstairs.
Has been cut in a professional fight. Roy Jones, Kovalev's trainer now is your friend, John David Jackson, who was to be a trainer by the late, great George Benton, has been known throughout his defensive master. And there's Cleverly landing a solid straight right hand.
Have very little defense. So when you go get a defensive guy to help train that puncher, you make him into a truly devastating and defense to match it. However, right here what I'm seeing is that Kovalev is throwing a lot of punches, more than he shoots.
Cleverly landed 1 right hand and it drew oohs and ahs because he's been hit so far, Kovalev has, through the first 2 rounds.
September 28th, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. returns to the ring against hard-charging Bryant. Now, we couldn't see who's doing the cut work in Kovalev's corner, but our notes say that it is the longtime veteran Don Turner, Holyfield, and a number of other noteworthy fighters. And Don is a complete pro who certainly is capable of doing a great job.
From earlier, Roy, it remains to be seen here how Kovalev relaxed in the corner. To me, maybe a little concerned. He's cut for the first time. He threw his mouth in the corner, not panting, but he's throwing a lot of punches.
Cleverly, however, as you can tell, is looking forward to pushing him into the deep water. Cleverly obviously doesn't that Kovalev can hold up for more than 8 rounds, or he wouldn't be taking all these punches this early. He's taking a lot of punishment early to put out more than he's used to having to do.
Kovalev landed 35 of 95 punches and has averaged 90 punches thrown per round. Cleverly, averaging only 44 punches per round. He's 24 after 2 rounds, and he's the guy who, coming in, had shown a with a lot of punch output in his last few fights. Big right hand over the top by Kovalev, just missed, landing solidly.
Yeah, but as he threw that right hand, Jim, that's the first hard punch he had thrown in a moment. His punches are starting to lose steam. He throws one hard to steam on them that they had in round 1. Only that right hand.
Творить проще, чем кажется. Мавави поможет сделать первый шаг. Навстречу легкость.
Cleverly's playing.
Yeah, and Cleverly's gone 12 rounds, 5 times in front of crowds who supported him like this one. It's Kovalev who's on the road.
Hard left hook by Kovalev, momentarily stunned Cleverly. Comes back with another barrage, trying to go to the body to further weaken Cleverly after that big left hook.
And great body work by Kovalev as well.
Hard right hand, and down goes Cleverly. We thought Kovalev might be wilting a little bit. Eat another powerful burst.
He better go ahead and try to steal, because if he doesn't, he's going to have his hands full in the next 2 or 3 rounds.
And how he goes about trying to finish him could be key. Not punching himself out, mixing it up downstairs.
Down again, Cleverly in the round. These are the first 2 knockdowns of his professional career.
I think he's in bad trouble down at the end. While he was down, a body shot. Bad body shot.
There, Kovalev showing good fixed on that hard hook to the body.
Both previous performances this year, 3rd round knockouts. And this referee may have stopped the fight. I can't tell.
Big save by the Belgian.
Consecutive 3rd round knockout, Kovalev. There's the left hook. It started all the damage. And Roy.
That punch.
It was a cross jab. But I think he'll finish him now, because he did go to the body very good that round. I think that'll help weaken Cleverly even more.
And as round 4
See how he's going at the body? He knows he hurt Cleverly to the body at the end of that last round. And body shots are not easy to recover from like head shots are.
Too much. This is too much. Has a 4th round TKO, and he made it look easy. A little bit later this fall, newly installed light heavyweight lineal champion Adonis Stevenson has a test coming Boris Cloud. If Stevenson can bet past Cloud, the clamor for Stevenson to fight
4 punchers that you can make in boxing.